Street Fighter 6 Season 2 update is here, so I'll be going over the changes and talk about how they may affect our gameplay. I unfortunately don't have access to the previous version anymore, so I will not be able to make direct comparisons, but hopefully the patch notes and the in-game footage would be enough to see where the devs want to take her. Let's first go over some of the general changes. Light attacks got increased scaling, so any combos involving them will have lower damage. For reference, her triple lights to spinning bird kick has decreased from 1409 to 1248. Her drive rush safe jump combo has decreased from 1891 to 1583. Second, block drive reversals are now -6 instead of -8 and will require a new punish. I recommend doing crouching medium punch to stance medium kick. Alright, let's go over character specific changes. Just as a heads up, some of these thoughts and strategies may change as the meta shifts, so take them as suggestions. Also, I know very little about assisted combos, so I will not be going over them. Backwards walk is slower. So far, it doesn't seem to affect most shimmy setups, but if you are the type to walk back and forth a lot to bait whiffs, you are going to need to make some adjustments. Back throw distance increase in the corner. Chun-Li can still walk and do a standing medium punch for Okizeme, but it's much harder to time if you want to counter opponents who are mashing 4-frame normals. It will also be at a distance where crouching medium punch follow-up will not reach standing opponents. The easiest solution is to use drive rush if you want the entire string to hit in all situations. Standing light punch hurt box around the feet increased on frames 9 through 13. I'm assuming the small area under her arms is what got added in the patch. This will make it harder to stop things like drive rushes with low hitting attacks. Standing heavy punch. Her boxes reduced near the head, feet, and arms. Disadvantage on block reduced from -4 to -3, and pushback on block is increased. This is a pretty good buff. I think the most important part is the frame advantage. -3 makes this move no longer punishable on block, and will now trade with 4-frame attacks if cancelled into stance light punch. Might be a good way to knowledge check opponents when finishing off rounds. It seems like the devs wants us to use this as a poke more often, but it still has issues with a slow startup and huge vulnerabilities to drive impacts and low hitting attacks. Standing heavy kick. Initial 20% scaling added. The key thing for this nerf is that the combo damage will not be reduced if the attack is used in the middle of a combo, so this will not affect things like jump in and drive impact combos. This will, however, drop combo damage for things like standing heavy kick anti-airs. Crouching medium kick hurt box extended forward. This will make it easier for opponents to whiff punish. Jumping light punch and light kick blowback increased during air-to-air interactions. In the previous version, Chun would often be punished after landing from this attack due to her floaty jump. She still has this issue now, but the risk is slightly lower. Regardless, you shouldn't use this attack while jumping forward unless you react early into the jump. Forward and back medium punch cancel window reduced. Drive rush cancel timing changed from frame 11 to 9, and pushback on hit reduced. The cancel window nerf of 2 frames makes it much harder to hit confirm. As compensation, combo routes can be better as now you can drive rush cancel into back heavy punch on normal hit, and crouching heavy punch on punish counter. So in other words, you can use the same combo routes as crouching medium kick. Stance to heavy punch. Opponent reaction changed on second hit. I'm actually not sure what the change is. If any of you know, let me know in the comments. Stomps now push the opponent further on punish counter. This allows for new combo routes such as instant air stomp to aerial heavy kick. It's quite difficult to do, but it does much more damage than aerial hakuretsugaku when baiting throws. So if you can do it consistently, I think it will be a powerful new tool. Overdrive Kikoken initial scaling increased. This is similar to heavy kick where the combo damage is only reduced when it is the starter. So only things like overdrive Kikoken to drive rush heavy punch is effective. Azanshu projectile invincibility delayed from 6th to 7th frame. a simple nerf to make it harder for her to go through projectiles. Aerial Hyakuretsu landing frames increased and strike hurtbox extended downwards. This nerf is said to make it easier for opponents to punish Chun-Li's throw bait attempts. Overdrive Hyakuretsu got a lot of buffs. Out of all of these, the big ones are increased damage and frame advantage after the hit. This allows safe jump setups against 6 frame and slow reversals at any part of the stage. The problem is that for most cases, going into launcher requires drive rush combos which uses majority of your drive meter. And in long combos, the extra damage over aerial hard punch ender becomes very small. Or, when in the corner, it's better to go for overdrive spinning bird kick to stomps, as that does more damage. So the main uses I see for this is either from short combos near the middle of the stage, or simply using it after aerial medium punch in air-to-air combos. Aerial Kikosho damage increased. Comboing into aerial Kikosho instead of the grounded version can increase damage by a small amount, but sacrifices the meter gained from the double aerial hard punches and corner carry. Unless the extra damage is necessary to finish the round, the new routing may not be worth the sacrifice. Regardless, I think the buff is similar to Overdrive Hyakuretsu, where use cases and grounded combos are very specific and majority of the benefits will come from air-to-air interactions. Lastly, meter building for follow-up attacks after Super R2 is reduced. This will make things like building meter to combo into Super R1 harder to do. With that said, that will be the end of this video. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything. Also, make sure to check out the new Chun-Li Season 2 practical combo video. You can find links in the cards and details. Alright, until next time, have fun with fighting games.